Today I'm going to show you how to make a mobile menu. Mobile menu, create a mobile menu. Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a mobile menu. And that's because we've got a great website here and the only thing we're missing is a mobile menu. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So okay, here we are in Muse and this is the website. It's really simple, some anchor points and 2 short articles, a nice hero image and a footer. First of all, we're going to open the master page. If you don't have it open right here, you can just go to your overview of the website and double click on the master here, and that opens it up. The most important thing of the menu is that it's always visible. So instead of working in this layer, which contains all the other stuff, same as on the home page, it contains all the other stuff, all the stuff placed on this website, this page, we're going to create a second layer, a new layer, which you do by clicking on this icon, new layer. Boom, there it is. And what you're going to do is you're going to Widgets library, grab from the panels the accordion, drag it onto the page, and there you have it, first step of making your menu. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to empty this whole menu, so there's only a blank shell. We're going to do that by right clicking, clear all styling, right clicking again, and clear all widget contents. That you're only left with the title in here and one accordion page. So the second thing we're going to do is we're going to drag it down into the footer, and you'll see stuff is moving down, but you don't need to worry about that really, because we're going to adjust it anyway. We're going to increase it a bit in size, move it down a tad more, and then we're going to this button and say can close all. So that means that instead of having this page open, this little menu, this little box open, you can click on it once and it closes. That makes sure you can really use it as a menu. Okay, next up, I'm going to delete this text if it wants to. Just use T, and we're going to delete it. I might as well add the word menu for later. I'm going to put it in about 30 size and put it in the middle. I'm going to change the color in 4D, 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 and that leaves us with a dark gray, almost the same as the footer. Next up, what we're going to do is add a fill. So we're going to make the background of this we're going to make it white. Let's see. So we're going to fill the background with white and do the same for this menu. Fill the background with white, and that leaves us with 2 filled areas. Next up, you're going to do is select this first box, the top box, and click on fill with dotted line beneath it. Go to add image, and I prepared some icons already to show that it is in fact a menu. You open them, you import them, you set them to scale to fit, and there you go. There it is. So now we have our second step into the menu. Next up, as you can see, if you close it again, the fill goes away. So we need to add a fill right here too. Color white. There you go. Now it's right. So when you open it up, for some reason, color is still a bit off. I don't know what causes that. So, okay, let's move it down again. So right there. As you can see, we've got it right here, but that's not the right place where it should go. So just fold the menu in again, and we're going to add it again, and this time to the right place. Again, menu, open, change the original size to scale to fit, so it fits in the box, because most of the time you're going to use a larger image than you can show right there. So that way it will fall out of the screen, out of the captured area, and you have to put it to either scale to fill, which in this case stretches out the image to the whole width of the button, the menu, and we're going to use scale to fit because it makes sure the whole menu, the whole icon is within the box, so that way you can see it all, you can always see it. Position we're going to leave in the top left corner, and now we're going to add the next one, which is in the active. Right now it's active on the label, so we're going to change this icon to the right one, which is close.ai. I'm going to open that one as well, and there you have it. Now it's displaying the close icon. So I tried a couple of things, but I'm sorry, I couldn't figure out how to fix it, so we'll have to stay with this. Basically what I wanted to do, and I think it was pretty clear, is I wanted to change the word menu to be in this state, to be closed. So that means if you push this button, the menu would close and there would be a menu. But for some reason I can't add the second state to the text. I mean, for the background image it worked, but for some reason for the text it didn't work, so we'll have to stick with this. Going on, I want to show you how this looks in the browser right now. So I've got my phone here. First off, we're going to publish it, and you do that by clicking Ctrl-Alt-E or Command-Alt-E, depending on if you're on a Mac or a PC. So we just published the page, and now we're going to refresh it on the mobile phone to see how it looks. So we're going to drag down to refresh and see if it shows up at the bottom. And there you have it. You can close it, open it, or you can close right now, and because it won't open again, we've got a fix for that, and I'm going to show you that in a second as well. So now it's right now it's on the bottom of the page, but we want it to be at the bottom of the screen every time. So when you scroll down, it stays down there. When you scroll up, it stays at the bottom of your screen as well. So that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to do that by clicking on the menu, and we're going to pin it to the bottom of the browser. So that means the bottom of the screen right here. So right here on the bottom of the screen, that's where we're going to pin it on the mobile, and we'll show that in a second. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little trick, and that is we're going to add another widget into this widget. So we're going to go to the menu, and we're going to drag the vertical menu into, as you can see, the border is getting thicker, which means you're placing it into this box, and we're going to drag it into it. Let it go, and there you have it. You have a button in your menu. So we're going to align it to the center, also pin it to the center, so right here, pin it to the center, which we also have to do with the menu actually. Let's see, is it possible? No, okay, it's not possible. I thought it was possible. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it's to the bottom, of course. And so we've got it here. Going to drag it down to the bottom of the footer, and we're going to edit this button. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this arrow, going to change the menu type, which is currently on top level pages. We're going to change that to manual, so you can decide for yourself which buttons how many buttons you want to have and where to link them to. So we're going to click on it once again, because we're not going to want to click on the Accordeon plus, because it will simply add another section which we don't want to. So we're going to click on the plus of the menu, which you can see right here, plus, and we're going to do it another time. So we've got 3 buttons right now, and I want to stretch them out a little bit so they're bigger, and we're going to put them side to side. So what we're going to do here is, in the normal state, we're going to change the fill to none, and you see the text disappearing as well, but that's because it's white text. But we're going to change that. So press T, drag over this section, so you highlight the word name in the brackets, and we're going to change that to the color D4, D4, D4. No, 4D, 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 and press enter. And as you can see, it changed the color of all the buttons. So what we're going to do next is we're going to make the text bigger to about 20, seems okay, 22 maybe, yeah, 22. And we're going to change the font to web font, which is Open Sans. What we're going to do is we're going to fill in the first menu button, which is going to be home, and home is going to correspond to the top of the page on here. So here, if you click that button, you're going to the top of this page. We're going to link them later, but first of all, let's fill in the second one. It's going to correspond to this anchor point, and which will basically scroll down to the title with the text beneath it. So walking down Golden Gate is what we're going to link it to, so that's what we're going to want to name it. Walking down Golden Gate. The second is below is the pier, which is going to link it to here, which is going to show the image first, and after that the text and the title. So we're going to change the button to the pier. Okay, after that we've done that, we can change menu item, which is the menu. We've got several states and we're going to want to change them. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this fill color to red. This is dark red. And what we're going to do next is we're going to change text to white, like this. So now when you roll over this image, over this button, will turn red with white text. And as you can see, changed this text as well, so that's a bit iffy sometimes to get it right. So what you want to do is text on normal and change it back to 40 and hope it's good this time. So we're going to check that. Label, and as you can see right now, it's good. Now we still have to change the active one, and we're going to do that by simply changing the fill to none. So I'm going to click on it a few times to get to the right menu, and we're going to change once again, click, go to active, and basically what you're going to do is change the fill to none as well. So, and then you've basically got the menu, and what we're now going to do is we're going to add the fix. So here on library, now we're on the library, and I've downloaded this widget from the Adobe site. I'm going to include a link in the description so you can download this fix as well. So just in case you haven't got the update yet, you can still use the accordion menu because right now it's bugged. So we're going to drag it anywhere on the page as long as it's not covering any content, things will be okay. And right now fix is loaded, so we're going to take a look at the menu again and see how far we are right now. So we're going to publish it with Ctrl Alt E, and we're going to take a look on the website again, and we're going to refresh this page, and as you can see it's now on the bottom of your screen. It's a little bit small, but we're going to tap on it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's another thing. You have to close the menu here on Muse before publishing it, otherwise the screen will be bugged. The menu will be bugged and it will disappear when you click on it. So we're going to publish it again, refresh the page, and there it is. It's closed right now, so we'll tap on it, opens, and there we have the buttons, and you click on them, as you can see, they will open. So we're going to go back to Muse again, and what we're going to do is we're going to slightly increase the size of this menu like this. Going to put down the text a little more, which you can do by selecting the text and clicking on this button, and about 5, which looks okay. And what we're now going to do is we're going to link the buttons to the actual anchor points and web page. So home is selected, and now we're going to add filters or links. I'm going to click on home. So now home is linked to the top of the page. As you can see, this is the top of the page and it's linked right here. You might as well see this image frame, this little icon here, but you don't have to pay attention to it because that's just this fix. Okay, now we're going to walking down Golden Gate, do exactly the same. I'm going to click on it, add to filter to links. I'm going to click on it, add or filter links, and then we're going to select walking down Golden Gate. Okay, so now we've got this one link to the article, and now we're going to add the link to the pier right here, and click on it again, and now we've got all three of the buttons linked, and well, that's basically it. So we're going to preview it again, close the menu first, preview it again, and watch it in the mobile browser. Let's see how it looks. And there we have it. That was the tutorial. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you learned something, and subscribe for my next tutorial. Bye! So we're going to go to the master page of Travel Airline.